So James closes and he gives two examples of how faith without works is dead. The first is a predictable example for his Jewish audience. Verse 21, was not our ancestor Abraham considered righteous for what he did when he offered his son Isaac on the altar? You see that his faith and his actions, now pay attention to this phrase, his faith and his actions, say these next three words with me, were working together. What Abraham believed and what he did is what made him a person of faith. If you study Abraham's story, it's in Genesis 15 that Abraham first believes God and it's credited to him as righteousness. But when we talk about Abraham as a person of faith, we point to what he did when he was prepared to sacrifice his son Isaac, the fulfillment of God's promise to give him an heir that would bless the nations of the earth. It's what he did there that shows us evidence for his belief. That's Exhibit A for James' case. And then there's a surprising example that James uses for Exhibit B, verse 25. In the same way, was not even Rahab the prostitute considered righteous for what she did when she gave lodging to the spies and sent them off in a different direction? So James uses this great patriarch of the faith, Abraham, as Exhibit A, and then he uses a Gentile prostitute named Rahab who hid the Israelite spies in her house at great risk to herself as Exhibit B. And you say, wow, that's two opposite extremes, right? Well, wildly diverse illustrations of his point, but that is the point. At both ends of the spectrum, whether it's a revered patriarch or a reviled prostitute, it doesn't matter. The root of faith is seen in the fruit of action. Translating faith into action, even when it seems impossible in Abraham's situation, even when it's downright dangerous in Rahab's situation. That's the faith that matters. That's the faith that justifies. And that's the faith that saves.